have a new 170 millimeter bore liner, the 454-9920, and it's what Caterpillar calls a cuffed cylinder liner, which is what we refer to in the truck business as a APR. So that top ring is anti-polishing ring, and what it does is it's got a close tolerance to the top of the piston crown. So as that piston crown comes up to the top, it'll actually scrape carbon off the top of the piston. And what that helps to do is by eliminating that carbon is very hard, right? And once it gets packed between the piston and the liner, it'll polish the bore, which will actually wear the bore out faster. So that's why that ring is there. The 516-1856 is the diesel one. They are using this liner in certain gas applications, only certain serial numbers. This liner is induction hardened, as is all of our Caterpillar liners. And then it goes through a precise bore finish with a particular hone pattern that Cat uses on these size liners. Also for DT466, we've received finally the lifter guide bores. And what these do is prevent the lifters from turning on the camshaft when it's assembled in the engine. So there's a flat spot, as you can see on the lifters, that this fits into, and that prevents the lifters from turning and wearing into the cam. And there's a close-up of it. You can see why it's called a dog bone. For Navistar, we have a new oil pump. I think this is about 4 different oil pumps for the DT466 engine. This one fits MaxxForce engine serial number 2 million and up. So it looks like similar to the other pumps. It's got a different gear rotor assembly in it. There's a wear sleeve that this one comes with for the snout of the crank. And you can see it's got 2 press-in-place seals that mount it to the front housing. For Volvo Mack, this is a brand new water pump. Comes with the press-in-place seal to mount it, and comes with the bolts to also mount it to the front of the engine. It fits the Volvo D13, which is a Mack MP8. This one happens to also fit a 16-liter engine, or the MP9. So that's what the pump looks like. Also for Volvo Mack, we have a new head bolt kit for the D13. Contains all the bolts. There's 38 bolts that are used to change the head on that engine. So we used our same numbering system, D13 HBK. It's a one kit. You order one part number and you get all the kits in one, or all the bolts in one kit. Next item we'll talk about is a ISX IFSM kit. What this kit is for the CM870, CM871, which is the HPI fuel system. And what this kit is built to do is to reseal that whole assembly when you take it off the engine. That's called the integrated fuel system module. So this kit contains the gasket to mount that to the block. You can see the fuel pump mounting gaskets there. You can also see in the corner here, that is for the actuators. So there's 4 actuators on an HPI fuel system, 2 in the front, 2 that control the front of the engine, 2 that control the rear of the engine, and then the seals to mount all the fuel pipes that go to and from the fuel system. Also for Volvo Mack, we developed this re-ring kit. A steel piston has a certain amount of reusability. Those things are very strong. They're made from very good materials. So if you can qualify that piston, if you will, they do have reuse guidelines out for it. These pistons can be used again. So we've developed this re-ring kit with all the components needed to do that, to re-ring your pistons. You got new cylinder liners and all the gaskets and bearings. Re-ring kit for a 9-liter 6090 John Deere engine. It's got all the parts needed to re-ring that engine. The pistons for this application are steel. It's a regular monotherm piston, so there is reusability on those as well. But you can see the components of the kit